I have so many things I need to ask you, Xavier McKinney, but let's start with Green Bay, the switch up. What is the best part about the move to the new fan base in the new city?
I think the best part is probably it's very peaceful. It's very quiet. Just outside the building. So I really get to work on, my craft, my work, and even outside of just the football part of it, I get to work on myself without all too many distractions. So I think that's been the best part about being here.
What do you do for fun? I feel like Packers players are always at each other's houses, playing cards, board games, that kind of stuff. Is that happening with you?
Yeah, so I actually I'm having the DBs over today for the game tonight. But I mean for the most part, I mean I just kind of been chilling, playing the game, reading, um, and that's really about it. I've been in tune with my art stuff still.
Okay.
Um, but for the most part, just kind of uh just relaxing, studying.
Okay.
That's really about it.
I mean, whatever. I'm asking because it's working for you. I
Yeah.
feel like what's the lesson here? If you want to be an all pro, top of the game, NFL leading interception DB, move to the middle of the country where it's quiet.
I mean, yeah. I mean, that's the plan. I think, this year, going into this year, my mindset was completely
Mm.
different from all the others, and I've learned so much already from this coaching staff, and they've taught me a lot, just growing my football mind, and I've been able to grow on my own football wise. So it's been good, man. I just kind of in a different mindset, and I kind of know, the job that needs to be done, and I'm trying to accomplish that.
How is the mindset different? What's changed?
Um, I'm just super locked in. I'm super focused. I want to win. And not just, obviously you gotta take it game by game, day by day. But I play to win the big one. I wasn't here to I didn't come here to just, make the playoffs and that's not really my goals. I got bigger goals and bigger dreams. So I know in order to do that, I had to be able to play, at a high level, at my position and do my individual job. And ultimately that helps us, as a team and as a defense. So just trying to do that, help the guys around me, make guys around me play better. And it's been going well.
I mean, you came there to win a ring, but you really came there because of me, right? I get I get all the credit. You don't understand. When you make a play, this is why I wanted to talk to you. Just like thank you, because I have all these Packer fans like telling me they'll send me gifts and presents and free Piggly Wiggly and cheese curds and all sorts of stuff because of me bringing the Derek Ansley sort of connection to you. And look, it happened.
Most definitely. Yeah, it's been great. I ain't gonna lie. So you was cooking with something with that for sure. Yeah, it's been good.
They're lucky to have you, and they know it. Packers fans. I mean, I'm sure you feel it. Packers fans love you.
Yeah, no, I love them. Shit, this is my first game in Lambeau this past weekend.
Oh,
It was crazy. Like that was the best crowd noise that I felt since college. So it really took me back to like college days, and it was a great experience. I can't wait to play in there again when we play at night because I know nighttime is gonna be crazy. So yeah.
it's special. Even the train being at training camp, it's just everything's historic and there's like more gravity to everything. Everything feels bigger and like it's a really special place. And I'm sure it helps you with the Packers fans that you got Anthony Richardson, you got Jalen Hurts. So
hmm
I think those interceptions are happening. Do these things sort of come in threes, you think? Is that Will Levis on the docket for this Sunday?
Man, I hope so. I hope so. I'll just keep my routine, keep preparing how I know how to, and when those opportunities present themselves, my job is to seize those moments and seize those opportunities. So I'm gonna definitely try to keep this thing rolling.
It's funny you mentioned that. I guess it is that big check comes the pressure comes that you're going to do a lot of things. I mean, we looked it up before this interview. You've been everywhere in just 2 games.
Mm,
Lined up on the D line, in the box as a linebacker, in the slot. We've seen you as a deep free safety.
mm.
I was, I'm getting Charles Woodson on my show, and I'm getting all these comps to you. What is it like 2 weeks into your Packers career to hear those?
It's special. It's an honor. I want to meet. I never have gotten to meet Charles Woodson,
It's so
uh,
cool.
but it's an honor, man. Obviously, he's a Hall of Famer. He's a great player. He's been a great player, wherever he's been. So it's an honor to just be, have people even mention that. But for me, like I always say, like, I'm trying to be who I am. And I don't try to get comparisons
Mhm.
to anybody because obviously they were their own player, and I believe I'm my own player as well. So, but it's an honor, and it's so much love and there's so much respect for him, and any of the other comparisons that they've done, and it's just great.
Let's talk about your quarterback, Jordan Love. So bummed to see him go out. And then I'm like, is he a vampire? Is he an X-Men?
Uh,
Is he Wolverine with the healing powers that he's going to be okay? What is all this talk about him possibly returning this weekend?
I'm not sure. I like honestly, I don't really know like what everybody like talks about. But I do know like, he's been working hard and doing his best to try to get out there whenever he can. But like I was kind of saying the other day, I feel like right now, our job is to hold down the fort for him. He's QB1 and he's the leader of our team. But we're not rushing him, and he know
You
that.
shouldn't. I'm like, don't play. Josh
Yeah,
Jacobs is doing his thing. The defense is doing his thing. Like, Jordan, calm down. Kick your
yeah,
feet up.
yeah,
Relax.
yeah, yeah. We're not rushing him. And he not rushing himself. He gonna take his time, and he gonna do what he got to do, and we know that, and we respect that.
Yeah, I heard you had your second practice with him. He was back out there today, which is great. I like the
Yeah.
not no rushing him situation. When you started practicing against him and you see how he operates, and you watched him, we've all seen him. You watched, the playoffs against the Cowboys, all these things,
Mhm.
that whole run that they had last year. When you've gotten to know him, what really sticks out to you? Like, damn, he is special.
Just the way, like honestly, like just the way he watched film. I remember one day, I actually called him because I was at home and I was watching film, and I was asking him about like what he basically. I try to get a tip on what he's looking at when he's looking at a middle field safety or
Okay.
just safeties in general. And I had asked him if it was something I did because we were going against the ones, and I was trying to figure out if my break like deterred him from a throw, and
Okay.
kind of just broke down the whole process of like, what he's reading and what I did, and seeing just kind of breaking, the offensive side down to me. So I thought that was special. And you just see how he plays, man. He's a hard read. He's one of the quarterbacks that I've played against. Like he's
Okay.
hard to get a read against. And because you never really know, what he's gonna do. He's great with looking off. And it's just hard to get a clean read against him. So anytime you got that type of quarterback, like, you're in good hands. So yeah.
I just feel bad for Will Levis because I love that he knows what's coming. What have you seen on the tape? What's in the books?
Um, I mean, he's a special player. I think he's gonna be really good. You're a young player. You haven't really experienced much
Yeah.
yet in the league, so he gonna make those mistakes, and he'll learn from
But I
them.
do want to talk about you and Malik Willis because he got the game ball after the Colts win, as he should. He did an incredible job. You two were teammates, right? Back at
Yeah,
Rockville High School. I looked at your highlights of this 48-yard touchdown pass against Pebblebrook.
yeah, yeah. I ran a like a wheel route out the backfield.
If he's your quarterback going into the game against the Titans, how much are we scratching the surface of what he can sort of unleash with these amazing adjustments that LaFleur deserves credit for?
Yeah, he just like I know what he's made of. Obviously, I grew up with him pretty much, and I played with him in high school. Got to watch him in college, and got to watch him when he got to the pros. But he's a special player, man. He's done a great job of coming in and being a true professional
Mhm.
and really like honing in on his job and knowing that he has a job to do and he prepares like a starter. Last week when he was out there, I talked to him and I was just like, bro, like we behind you, and we with you, whatever you do, like we with you 100% of the way. And obviously he knows that for me, like we've been doing this for a long time, so it's just great to have him back on the team, man. It brings back old days when we was in high school, and he's done a great job.
He's practicing against a really great defense. It kind of scares me if I'm the rest of the NFC to hear you say what I think you're saying is that you said we're not quite there yet. We
Yeah.
don't have it all figured together. And it isn't, it's an entirely new defense from last year. You guys are already, though, leading the NFL in turnovers, I believe.
Mhm.
What do you mean we're just scratching the surface?
Um, we still, like you said, it's a whole new scheme.
Yeah.
We got basically a full defense full of guys that didn't play in the scheme last year. I wasn't in the scheme last year. Um,
Hmm.
and we still are, every week there's something, and it's always just small details, that we have to clean up.
You are dialed in, and
Yeah.
you're going to have success this year. Why these Packers fans love you. I'm so appreciative of the time. I know you're busy and want to get back to your world.
No, I appreciate you for having me.